Welcome back, everybody, to my channel. Today, I will be once again playing and continuing the What If Humanity Started Over Again in WorldBox. Once again, it's a world in the box. Anyway, so this is episode 5, season 1, and if for some reason you guys did not see the previous episodes, you should definitely go check them out. Otherwise, this is a big spoiler, literally. Anyway, so, let's see. Remember to smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and if you want, ring that bell button. Not subscribing not only helps me and my channel, it also encourages me to make more videos like this one, so you guys can watch them. Anyway, now, let's get right back into the video before I tell you the rules. So, on my channel, we have these rules, and they're pretty easy. You just have to be subscribed if you're watching my videos, that's it. So please do subscribe, very easy. One click of a button takes less than 10 seconds, probably 5 seconds to do, and it helps me out a lot. Anyway, thank you so much. Now, let's actually get into the video. So, quick recap. Last episode, major things that happened. So first, we had this project, a canonical one. This river canal was made here, following the border of Rome of the Key, and so that this sea can have access to this ocean. Now, also, major event is that Galore of Sun and the Am are now at war with a lot of people. So we have another world war, I would say. So, 2 alliances. The first one being basically the Allies 2.0, which is Rome the Vipige, U Hegemony, Rome of the Key, and finally the Ni, this one. And the Pipik are thinking to join, like they're neutral for now, but they might soon join. And Age of the Moon, they decide to stay completely neutral and worry about their own problems. And Galore of Sun and the Am are the other one. Now, these guys are not the Axis, no. But I don't know. I don't have an alliance name for them. You guys, in comments, you can write it down, and if I like any of them, like a lot, then I might as well just, in the next few episodes, just say what the alliance was named. Anyway, doesn't matter. Now, I'll resume time. So, the Allies have a problem here. So, of course, immediately, fighting breaks out in U Hegemony and Galore of Sun, and not immediately, but the Ni will soon start to send a lot of troops to the biggest front line of the war. For now, the biggest front line, and so Rome of the Key, right? So they need to send help to U Hegemony, because the Allies know that unless they send help to U Hegemony, they will die. They'll all just have to surrender, basically. And this canal, is a problem. So, because of that, a kind of a small project would be formed. So, it would basically be a bridge that would allow ships to pass through, just like you saw, and also humans, just like you see. So now, invasions are about to happen from Rome the Key into this province, and U Hegemony will try and hold out here, which will be hard as troops of Galore of Sun are already here. Now, Rome the Vipige are immediately starting to try and board their ships, and the Ni, as you see, are now sending all their troops. The Am are only getting ready to help Galore of Sun, and yeah. Now, the king of Galore of Sun is in the capital, and that might be a problem, as if the Allies will get to the capital, the king will die. I think this is the king of Galore of Sun, yeah. So that's a problem. Anyway, the Allies are now a failed attempt happened here to conquer it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. More attempts are going to happen. Rome of the Vipige had a landing, a big one, happening here next to the capital, actually right in the northern part of the capital. Then the Ni advances into Voe and slightly into Lufios, trying to hold more defensive positions while they conquer the city. Then they would probably advance outward in both directions, splitting the whole country into two. Anyway, sadly, hegemony is conquered, and that's bad. But still, not as bad as what can happen. At least we see some things happening on the big front line of the knee, but for some reason, a stalemate happened, and more troops from the other side are basically reaching the knee and are now actually expanding and conquering territories of their knee. The first city to fall is, let's see, Oshings. So that's that. And that's bad. So the whole country goes into panic, and they are almost split into two. For some reason, a big stalemate happens here, and no one's really sure what the troops are doing, and why they're not protecting this, or basically attacking this province. But that might change soon. Anyway, now a lot more stuff happening. A landing is made here, another big one, in Kursk by Rome of Vipige, and that goes very successful. They then try to advance it to Aloha, which is a pretty populous city with about 100 people, which for this time is actually quite a lot of people. It's not like, millions of people in a city. No, not a thing. Then they, it doesn't fail, it doesn't succeed, it's weird. Then more fighting going on in the knee, but soon they conquer the Voyo, reconquer their last province, and yeah, so that's good. Now this front line is also good. They soon advance into Lufios and Tersk, hoping that the Roman Vipige loses control of these parts, so that they have less access to their ally, and also less access to the sea in total. Now, Kursk, the troops of the Roman Vipige have to retreat back to their island, as the Kirks is basically taken over back by Rome of the Wa, I think that Ma, something like that. At least we see a lot more advancements and things happening in Galore of the Sun, as another landing is made by the Roman Vipige, one of which completely succeeds and is Waguna. The other one is Cayuva, and also goes pretty well, and in the end also succeeds. Now the Galore of the Sun is, it's kind of not as strong at all. Then plans are being made into advancing into Ekva, but that fails, as a force defeats the troops of Rome of Vipige, who try to enter Ekva. Soon Galore of the Sun makes a sudden attack, and no one knows why, but the troops of Rome of Vipige are retreating back to their island. Now this is kind of seen as cowardice, and no one knows why that's happening. They start to question the government, whether or not they are actually fighting and whose side they are on. Soon Vayuvu is also taken over, and kind of a stalemate is happening. So that's that. The Pipic now actually have a meeting with their whole country. I mean, not the people, but like the government, whether or not they think they should join the war. And they also just ask the people, and the people say a 95% definitely not rigged. Yes. So, like that, the Pipik joined the war, but decided to declare war only on the Galore of Sun, as they see no point against fighting against the Am, and just that might be their downfall if they do so. Anyway, there are still a few troops in Clovo which are being dealt with by Galore of Sun. Then Vuovo is being attacked just a bit, but nothing too much. Then Sion is being taken by the realm of the Vipige, which is a good thing, as from that, Ekva can be retaken, just like that. Further advancement into the capital would most likely be made, which would also split the country into two, and might as well just make the country fall completely. So, soon the capital is being attacked by the Pipik, and well, the king is dead. He was killed by one of the troops of the Pipik, and the capital of the Galore of Sun is now being invaded. But something's happening. I'm not actually sure what's happening. For some reason, they're not really taking it. Anyway, advancements are okay. Then the Am are trying to advance into the Shinx, and the Galore of Sun into Boyrsk. That does kind of fail, especially for the Galore of Sun. And yeah, for the Am, they retreat the first time, but then they come back, take it successfully, destroy the enemy troops, and another city falls. Now they need once again in a bad position, and the capital still troubles on taking it, as there are still troops in the capital. A new king has been elected to make sure the country doesn't fall, and the allies were hoping the country will fall, but they were too slow to take the capital, so it does not fall. Then Waguna, which was on U hegemony, is taken back from the allies, and yeah. So advancements are going to be soon basically made into Dini. Galore of Sun tried to make advancements into the Borgs, but this one stupid, annoying archer literally kills them all. Then the army of the Am in Voyovo start to make a plan into invading the Borgs, and soon they are seen crossing the border of the Borgs. Kind of soon enough they will do that. More reinforcements are sent from the Am, and now the Am are boarding a ship that would sail to the island of the Drum Vipige. Then the Dochiona is attacked. It's the most southern point of the main island, and the troops that were in the capital of the Galore of Sun, and also there's a lot of fighting happening in the capital of the Galore of Sun, so that's probably why they cannot take it. Those troops are sent back to protect their homeland, and so that goes successfully, and any remaining troops are basically sent home to retreat, but there are not many left at all. The invasion goes unsuccessfully, but mainly because of those troops. Then Roman Vipige soon conquer Wagona, and the capital of Galore of Sun is taken. Now, the thing about that, so that makes the Galore of Sun start to fall, and one city rebels. So yeah. Now the army is not so organized. No, it wasn't that organized before. It wasn't the best. The Am is probably has the best army, but Galorsan now has one of the worst. Anyway, it is super unorganized, and yeah. Am starts to push into Laguna, and that works successfully. They have a pretty big army, and they now have plans into invading the Ekva. But they would soon be met with another large army of the realm of Vapish. Fighting ensues in Laguna, pretty close to the border with Ekva, and the allies retake Laguna. More fighting happens in mountains, where the realm of the Am wins. Soon, the Am tries to reconquer the once was capital of the Galorsan. That sadly fails. But at least they see things happening, and they take territories that were once taken by the allies and were once Galorsan. More fighting ensues in Wogono, and a lot of stuff happening, but not. They're kind of taking territories back and forth, although somewhere we do see progress. They need once again. Don't push back, I guess. Anyway, Galorf's. What's your name? Roman Vapish. I keep forgetting their name. They are now growing extremely big and are about actually a bigger population than Am. The allies now have hope, and the Pipik also now decide to declare war on the Am. Okay, now more advancements are made from both sides, and it's not a stalemate, but it's not the best thing that can happen. So Tyirsk, they are basically there, and they are kind of forced to declare war on the Am, and they don't want to get destroyed, so they do exactly what they are told, although that might be a suicide mission. Then, anyway, Upois is also taken by what's your name? Roman Vipige, although it's sooner taken by the Am, which is super weird. And the Am is now kind of cramped into this one space. More landings are made, and Atowo is now being invaded once again for like the third or second time. The king is, well, right in between all that fighting, and he actually goes pretty close to the battlefield, which might as well just cause him to die. Although, anyway, the capital is soon taken, as well as Atowo. No more advancements of the Am are seen, and the new capital of the Am are now being stormed, but that fails by just a bit. Soon, more troops are reaching the capital of the Am and trying to invade it, as well as other parts of the Am. The Am, though, retakes the Adiwona, which is bad, but it's fine, as the Allies, for some reason, somehow also retake that. Anyway, now people want peace, and Roman Vapish don't want peace. I mean, they want to have power. They already have power, and we know what happens when you have too much power. Please ignore the 10% battery. Yeah, you kind of get the boom that happens. So boom is going to happen. So the people ask the Roman Vapish, hey, look, we are fine with you taking a lot of stuff and winning, but we're not fine with you with just when you keep going. That's not fun. Like, you gotta stop, Anna, okay? Like, you gotta stop. This is too much already. I mean, come on. Roman the White Peas are like, we're the government. We're the most strong nation in the world. So, unless you want us to do bad things to you, just don't do anything, okay? Otherwise we're gonna do bad things to you. Anyway, just yeah, bad things happen. Then the people say, okay, fine, we're scared. But then they say, hold on a sec, we're the people. We're like most of the population. And then they go and strike. Then civil war, kind of all that stuff, and a lot of stuff happened. Also, some explosions happen. Yeah, So some explosions happen, a lot of them in the armies. The armies are, yeah. Then a lot of them in buildings that are military, like military buildings, just like that. And civil war is probably about to happen, kind of like in Russia. So yeah, a bit more explosions happen, which I'm not going to show you all. But yeah, the Romans by Peach just try and kill all those people, which causes more people to die. And soon, the first rebellions are seen. Now, these rebellions kind of have the same thing they want to do, but they don't really want to share power. I mean, yeah, they don't really want to do that. So the first few rebellions are seen, and the Romans by Peach now kind of understand that they're like kind of serious, but not really. I mean, what do you think? Just few rebellions. Oh, wait, looks like there are a lot more rebellions than they thought. Oh, and even more. Anyway, now this is a problem now. But you know what's worse than a problem? A crisis. Right, a crisis. So the most loyal cities are on the main island of the Roman Vapiche, and one of those cities just rebelled. That's called a crisis. So, more rebellions happen, and the Roman Vapiche try to take control of that, but also the AM starts to push back a bit. They try to organize a full-on attack onto the Roman Vapiche, which actually succeeds over here. They make plans on trying to attack the main island and other cities. Now, the allies are like, come on, you actually gotta peace out. I mean, really? This is not you. Roman Vapiche is like, you know what? I'm gonna declare war if you want. And then the allies are like, hey guys, who wants to kick out Roman Vapiche from all of this? And everyone raised their hand. Everyone. So Roman Vapiche says, you know what? Screw you guys. So they then blow a ton of stuff up, including in some parts of the allies. They blow a ton of stuff up. The civilians, they don't care. They blow up a lot of stuff up. Then they decide to peace out. And they peace out until they don't peace out. And some of the allies are now thinking, hold on a sec. So you just blew up a ton of our stuff, and now you think you're actually going to go away with this? And the Romans by Peace are like, well, duh, I'm the strongest nation in the world. Then they look at everyone else and they see, I guess I'm not the strongest nation. I mean, I am, but like, you guys team up, I'm not. But like, yeah. So, Romans by Peace are screwed because a lot of people might just start declaring war on Romans by Peace. Everyone is kind of pissed off. Because, yeah, you probably get why. Anyway, thank you all for watching. This would be it for this episode. And the next episode might involve just a few more wars. By that I mean a lot of wars. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you liked today's video. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!